violating the sovereignty of other countries, invading those countries, and doing social engineering at the end of a rifle barrel is a prescription for giant trouble. If you're smart, you stay out of countries like Iraq. You stay out of countries like Afghanistan. When I was young, right, I was in the American military. I was in the American military from 1965 to 1975, which was coterminous with the Vietnam War. And over the course of those 10 years, I watched the United States get battered in Vietnam and lose. We lost the Vietnam War. It was a deeply humbling experience for the American people. And the thing I learned was you do not want to go into a place like Vietnam. It's a prescription for real trouble. The French were there before us. Remember, the French were defeated at Dien Bien Phu in 1954. De Gaulle told us in 1964 and 1965, don't go in there. We've been there, done that. It did not turn out well. It's not going to turn out well for you. It did not turn out well for us. And then I remember in 1979, the Chinese foolishly invaded North Vietnam, or it was then Vietnam, but the northern part of Vietnam, and they got their snouts wagged. In 1979, the Soviets invaded Afghanistan. Most of my colleagues, if not all my colleagues in the national security community, were aghast. Soviets are on the march. This is the end of the world. We have to double the defense budget. We have to do this. We have to do that. I said, you're dead wrong. They just jumped into a giant quagmire. If you're arms racing with the Soviet Union, what you want them to do is try and invade a country like Afghanistan. You saw what happened to us. We're still there 14 years later. Or 14 years later, 18 years later. Right? It's the longest war in American history. Stay out of these places. People in countries like Iraq, countries like Afghanistan, and other countries around the world do not want the United States invading them and telling them how to do their politics. And what happens is we become an occupier, and that leads to an insurgency, and it is one giant mess. So you want to stay out. The point is you get resistance. And by the way, the power of nationalism also applies to the Russians and the Chinese. You know that the United States is interested in foisting liberal democracy on Moscow and on Beijing. There's no question about that. You go to Moscow and you go to Beijing and you talk to the foreign policy elites about how they think about it. They think about it the same way we think about the Russians interfering in our domestic politics. Surprise, surprise. As my mother taught me when I was a little boy, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. No? So, if we don't like the Russians interfering in our politics, don't be surprised that they don't like us interfering in their politics. And the same thing goes with the Chinese. That's the power of nationalism. You want to remember this as time goes by. Going into other countries and doing social engineering, you're asking for big trouble. The idea...
Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Rakah, Kwadash. This is your Akim Adrilazil, back with another quick lesson. And you see by the opening clip, there's a professor, John, I'm not going to pronounce his last name, but you see him there, and he's explaining, the attitude towards, well, actually the attitude Babylon the Great, aka America, has towards other nations throughout the world, man. As he explained, like, started with our teachers, man, the elders been saying for decades, man, and following the body, man, of the hopeful elect, that we notice this too, man. This guy, he's he never keepeth at home, man. He likes to expand, what you want to, basically what he's doing is he's trying to expand his dynasty, man. He's always trying to interfere in other nations, basically this guy's just trying to control the narrative, man. So that's why he has to invade. He has to go in and intervene in other nations' affairs, man, because he wants to be that pretty much that dictator on the global scale, man. And people don't look at him as that he's promoting himself like he's some type of humanitarian, some world hero, some good guy for the world to follow, and he's the answer to all the problem. But actually, he's the perpetrator to all the problem. And I'm gonna go over this precept, man. This is the book of Proverbs 27:20. It says, "Hell and destruction are never full, so the eyes of man are never satisfied." See, this dude is never satisfied, man. He already got Babylon the Great, aka America. He took that by force. But what he continued to do, he continued to invade other countries. Like example, this professor said what? Iraq, Afghanistan, those just a few, And he like to invade other countries and set up military occupation, man. It's by what? Force. He said what? He wants to invade other countries and set up social structure by what? By the end of a barrel, meaning by gunpoint, man. Either accept what his ideology of how the world should work, or what? Lay down. It's not by choice, it's by force, man. That's what he do. He goes to other countries and force his ideology, his opinion, his policies on these people, man. By what? Gunpoint. It's not by choice, it's by force. And like this is coming from what? A professor at prestige universities, man. An Edomite. So that's coming from the horse's mouth. And I'm gonna get another precept. Let's go to the book of Psalms. '59. Even though this is talking about David and when Saul was pursuing him, but it still applies to the day, man. And I'm gonna just start at 1. Psalms 59:1. It says, "Deliver me from my enemies, O my power. Defend me from them that rise up against me. Deliver me from the workers of iniquity, and save me from bloody men." That's Esau Edom, man. He's that bloody man. "For lo, they lie in wait for my soul. The mighty are gathered against me, not for my transgression, nor for my sin, O Lord. They run and prepare themselves without my fault, awake to help me. And behold, thou therefore, O Lord, power of hosts, the power of Israel, awake to visit all the Salakia, awake to visit all the heathen, Salakia, be not merciful to any wicked transgressor. They return at evening, they make a noise like a dog, and go around about the city. Behold, they belch out with their mouth, swords are in their lips, for who say they doeth hear? But thou, O Lord, shall laugh at them, thou shalt have all the heathen in derision." That's what's going on, man. Especially this with these decisions that Esau Edom makes, starting conflict with these other nations, man. He's going to be in derision, man, because even now, I just posted a news article regarding, a statement that Vladimir Putin stated regarding nuclear missiles, man. He's continuing to make threats by way of what? Nuclear retaliation, man. But thou, O Lord, shalt laugh at them. Thou shalt have all the heathen in derision. Because of his strength will I wait upon thee, for Yahweh is my defense. The power of my mercy shall prevent me. Yahweh shall let me see my desire upon my enemies. Slay them not, lest my people forget. Scatter them by thy power, and bring them down, O Lord, our shield. For the sin of their mouth and the words of their lips, let them even be taken in their pride, and for cursing and lying which they speak, man. So these people going to Esau, Edom, man, they're going to be taken in their pride because of what, man? That's what Esau, Edom is. He's a proud man, never keepeth at home, man. And he's going to be taken, man, by his own arrogance, his own pride, man, his own bloodthirst, his own pursuit of pretty much world domination, man. That's what he's trying. That's what he's aiming for. He's trying to grasp the world. And he's trying to control everything, man. But he's gonna be what, man? He's gonna be taken by his own pride, man. And that's what the Lord's gonna have this devil in derision, man. You know. And I'm going to end it off there, man. I hope the body was edifying. Till next time, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Wakak Wadash. Again, this is your Akim Julazil, Lord willing. I'll be back with another lesson. Till next time, Shalom, Barak Thumb, and the Baba Ball, Shalom.